What's up YouTube, Dale here from Zephyr, and today we are here with Stuart, and Stuart got second place with Gimmick Puppets, so I'm just going to let him take it away and show us exactly what we've got.
Okay, so I'll start with the main deck. So you play the new cards, 3 of each. So you play 3 Gimmick Puppet Little Soldier and 3 Gimmick Puppet Rouge Doll. So your main starter is the Little Soldier, because the Little Soldier sends you the Rouge Doll to grave if you don't have it in hand, and then obviously the Rouge Doll effect lets you add it back to hand. And then I play 2 of the Cattle Scream. So I know a lot of deck lists are only playing the 1, but I've noticed that if it obviously gets DD crowed or something like that, it's good to have it, but it's really good for the follow-up as well. So I play that at 2. Next up, we've got 2 copies of the Terror Baby. So Terror Baby is great. So you basically add it back off when you go into the Link monster. You can add it, and then you have your additional normal summon from the new Xyz monster. So you can normal summon it, and then use the effect to get back one of your Xyz monster that pops monster with string counters. Next up are my one-offs. So I've got the Gimmick Puppet Scissor Arms, Gimmick Puppet Dreary Doll, and Gimmick Puppet Bisque Doll. So these 3, they're not mandatory, but they're really useful, because obviously the Dreary Doll has the effect of where you can banish one and special summon it. The Gimmick Puppet just lets you send, so it's another foolish, but you can use it obviously to get your play started with the Rouge Doll. And then the Puppet Doll, the Biscuit Doll, has the effect where you can send one Gimmick Puppet from your hand to the grave, and then you can special summon it, or you can use the effect in grave where you can banish it, and then your opponent cannot target Gimmick Puppet monsters you control with card effects, which came up quite a lot today, so it's really useful. Next up is an odd one. I haven't seen anyone else play this, so I thought it was a good shout. Was 3 Therion King Regulus, because he's really easy to summon and he's a level 8. So basically, any of your Gimmick Puppets in grave you can use for the material to special him out, and then obviously it just gives you a little bit of negate fodder just in case something happens while you're comboing. So it's great for things like Nibiru, but because it is a level 8, you can just use it to go into any of your Gimmick Puppets really easily. So I just felt like it was a pretty free extender in this deck. Next, I've got my hand trap lineup. So I play a lot, basically just all one-offs. So you've got 1 of Ghost Mourner, 1 of Ghost Ogre, 1 Ghost Spell, and 1 Ash. So by having these 4, I thought was the best option, and then having 1 Droll, 1 D-Shifter, and 1 Veiler, and 1 Nibiru. So they were the only, they were the 8 I played. I played some one-off spells and traps to help, but I thought that these were a good selection because I'm playing 3 crossout. So by having 3 crossout, it's really helped with other decks trying to stop me, but obviously these are all inherently good on themselves. D-Shifter is like probably the biggest hit for this deck, so when people use this, you just can't do your combo. So having this in the deck was like crucial when dealing with people. Next up, we're up to the spells. So I play 3 of the new field spell, which is Mansion of the Dreadful Dolls. Insane card, like it's custom for the deck, but it's amazing. Really helped. Like people had to deal with this before they could deal with my monsters, and made people like it was a proper like confusion for people trying to deal with it, especially when I use the Terror Babies effect to banish it. So they can't stop my Gimmick Puppet monster effects. 3 Condolence Puppet. This was also amazing. Like especially if they'd special summon loads, you could just send like 4 cards to the grave and use all their banish effects to basically stop your opponent from interacting with what you're doing, which was really useful. Now this is a bit. I saw another video and thought it was really good. Was I played 1 of the Magic Argent Chaos Force and then 1 of the Numeron Force. So this I noticed was really good going second, whereas this is probably better going first. But you have to have one of these in deck for the combo to work. So if you just play the 1 and you're lucky, it's fine. But I'm not very lucky, as I found out today in my last game. But basically having 1 of each is really useful. So this one has got the effects where you can add it back if you special summon a level 5 or higher rank Xyz monster, and then you can also get it back off the Machinex effect. And then the Numeron Force one is amazing because you can use it, you rank up, and then you basically negate every other face-up card on the field. So it doesn't matter what it is, spell trap or monster, they all get negated, and it's just like really useful. But this is better for going second, this one's better for going first. Next up, I have 3 crossout, because just stopping your opponent from interacting with what you're doing is just crucial in this deck. Like if they've only got 2 hand traps, and you can either call by them and then cross out them, it just really helps you do your OTK, and like you just know they've run out of resources to stop you, so you can just do everything you need to do without any worries. I play Terraforming, Foolish Burial, 1 triple tack, and then 1 call by. So Terraforming, obviously to get you to the most nutty field spell. Foolish Burial, you can use this on the Rouge Doll, but you can also use it to send the Terror Baby, which I used quite a lot today, just so that I can send the Terror Baby because I had the Rouge Doll in hand. Then I'd banish the Terror Baby, and then obviously they can't use any hand traps against me. And at that point, they were like a bit late, and they didn't know that they could have stopped me sending the Terror Baby. So that worked really well. Tactics, I kind of used this more as a cross-out target, but it did come up today where I needed to use it, and I basically took my opponent Zeus and then just attacked for game because they only had 29k left. So that was good. And then call by is just call by. You kind of have to play it to help you stop your opponent from interacting with you. The last 2 cards in the main deck, I play 1 of the Service Puppet because you add it off the Chaos Machinex, and then I play the Infinite Impermanence. This came up clutch today as well against Tempai, so Tempai just took the 2 monsters they had on field, and then they were just stuck, they couldn't do anything. Whereas Imperm, another cross-out target, but obviously is inherently good on its own. So that's the cards in the main deck, that was 41 cards. Extra deck, I play 2 Chimera Doll. So you need this as part of the combo to complete the damage that you need to put in. The only downside is obviously locks you into Machine XE's monsters, but in this deck you don't care about that. I play 2 of the new Machinex, so it's great. You only really need 1 for the combo, but it's good just in case you need follow up the next turn to do that the rest of the damage. And also because I play the 2 rank up spells, I can always search another one if I need to, so that's useful. I play the Chaos XE's version, which you need for the combo. I probably could cut it to 1, because I only really used 1 copy of it today, because you kind of special it back from the grave to burn, but it wasn't crucial. Like, I think keeping it 2 makes sense. 2 strings, and then 2 of the Chaos version of the strings. These perfect. I don't think you need to play 3 of each because you really don't need the resources, but if you really want to make sure you can complete your FTK, maybe you could bump it to 3, but it wasn't crucial for me today. I didn't summon this today, the Gimmick Puppet Gigantus Doll. It just didn't come up. I think it's really good going second, especially if your opponent's got stuff that have been negated. But it just didn't come up for me today. But I definitely would keep it in because having that rank 4 is crucial because there isn't any other options for rank 4 for Gimmick Puppet. I play 1 of the number 15 and 1 Chaos 15. This came up like once or twice. It wasn't great, but this was good just to pop a 25 beat stick on their field, but then it wasn't that great, it wasn't crucial, it's just useful. So and these 2 I would definitely cut. They didn't come up at all. Like the fact that he takes 3 level 8s to make, and it's like the Wind Duel effect is cute, but it's never really going to resolve. They will have dealt with your monster by then, and going up into this, you can only go up into this using this, so it's kind of dead. So I think I would change these for Sky Crisis and Typhoon and Zeus, and Typhoon, because those 2, they're good on the follow-up with this deck, because if you've already got something out, you can just go into them, but these just didn't come up, like, sadly. I mean, if I could win a duel with this card's win condition, it would be amazing, but it's so gimmicky, like more gimmicky than the actual deck. But yeah, that's my deck list.
Amazing, thank you very much. So obviously this is the Gimmick Puppet deck list. Very interesting upgrade on the deck. The new support is absolutely insane, and the best thing about it is it was all relatively cheap and easy to pick up because it was all common. The only issue is when you get to decks like this, if you don't get onto the hype early enough, they will cost you a little bit more. But Stuart did incredibly well with this today. Ended up going second, faced Yugioh in the final matchup, but ended on taking out loads of other decks like Snake Eyes, and I'm pretty sure he also took on Tempai as well. So definitely cool to see what the deck can do, and without breaking a bank, you can probably get all of this deck complete for the price of 1 engraver. So definitely going to be a cool deck to be looking out for on Euros. Massive congratulations to Stuart on that one as well. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Till next time, as absolutely always, stay safe, and of course, happy dueling.